Alright, welcome back. It's Josh here. Tonight I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to prepare steaks. We've got 6 filet mignon here. My wife has already taken the opportunity to season them, put some butter on a few of them, and they're all sealed in bags right now. We're actually going to cook them in the bags with a new type of cooking, at least new to me, called sous vide. And what sous vide does is it takes this heating element, which we're going to plug in here in a minute, in this pan of water, which we've got it sitting on the countertops because it's granite countertops. Depending on what you have, you may want to do it on your stove, but granite will be okay. So what this does, this is a Joule, Joule. I'll put the link in the end of the video. This is a heating element. Goes in a pan of water or pot of water, pumps the water through and brings it up to a specific temperature. We actually have an app that controls all of this, so it's Wi-Fi enabled. And what we're able to do is bring the temperature up to a specific cooking temperature. So what we'll do is cook each one of these steaks all at one time up to medium rare. And the steak will be completely cooked through perfectly to medium rare. Actually, we're going to go rare because after we get them to rare, we're going to take them on the steak, on the grill and do a sear. And we'll sear them and bring them up to medium rare. The big difference between doing it this way versus doing it on the grill itself is that you get edge to edge perfect temperature of the steak, which we'll show you once we cut into it after they're done. But unlike on the grill, you know how you generally will cook through when you do your sears, you end up cooking a good portion of the meat beyond the temperature that you're looking for. This gets you the perfect temperature all the way through. A lot of high-end restaurants will use this. We paid, actually got this for Christmas last year. I think this particular unit runs about $199, but I love it. And I'm looking forward to the steaks tonight. We've got a venison backstrap in the freezer. I'm going to try that next with this. But all it takes is plugging it in to the wall, setting this in your water. It's actually got a magnet which is going to connect to the bottom of the pot here, so it'll stand up. Actually, this is not a steel pot, so it's not connected. We'll program that in a second. And then each one of these bags is going to sit in the water and be clipped to the edge. So we put it in the water, clip it to the edge. Hopefully that water level is going to come up here in a minute. We just got these clips at the dollar store. I think I'm going to invest in some nicer ones from Home Depot. If your bags float at all, you can put a spoon in the bottom of it to keep the bags down so that all the meat is underwater. And basically get these all set. I think I'm going to have to add a little more water to bring it up over the top of all the pieces of meat. And then you won't be able to see this actually working. It's basically got a jet inside of it. I'll come back after I get it set in the app. And one other thing that I always do is start with as hot a water as I can get. That way it takes the heating element less time to come up. Another cool thing about this cooking method is the steaks can be held at a particular temperature for up to maybe an hour to 2 hours. So you can have all the rest of your fixings being cooked. Your steaks are sitting there ready. All you got to do is take them out and get them to sear. But it'll hold that temperature perfectly for I think about an hour to 2 hours. Not exactly sure. But we're going to add a little bit more water to this. I'll get it programmed and show you basically the jet that's got the water circulating here. And I think for 6 steaks, I think it's going to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get them up to rare. We'll let them sit till we're ready to prepare them, and we'll take them to the grill. And we'll come back and show you how all that looks here in a little bit. All right, we got the steaks out of the sous vide, and now it's time to grill them. We got the grill set on high because we're just looking for a good sear on both sides, so probably 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So take our steaks. Close that, set a timer for, we'll set it for 3 minutes and then we'll check them in a minute. Okay, so I checked and it's actually 2 minutes each side according to my wife. So the thing I want to point out is with the sous vide method, as I mentioned, these steaks are cooked to rare right now. So I think 126 degrees from edge to edge, and all I'm doing now is getting a nice sear on the outside. Helps crisp them up a little bit, seal the juices in. And they'll be good to go. So we're going to give them another 2 minutes, take them inside, let them rest, and then we'll cut into them, show you what they look like from the inside. All right, they're looking good. We'll go ahead and take them off. Get them inside, let them rest for probably 5 or 10 minutes while the rest of the dinner is finished up. They'll finish cooking, come right up to a nice pink medium rare, and looking forward to trying them out. All right, so let me show you now that the steaks have rested why the sous vide is my favorite approach. As I mentioned, this is going to give us edge to edge medium rare. With just a light sear on the sides. So perfectly done throughout. Just kind of set it and forget it. And my iPhone tells me when they're done cooking and when they're ready to go on the grill. So hopefully you liked the video. If you can hit that like, subscribe, and check back for more videos in the future. Take care.